Peace, everybody. What's going on? This is Rajita Benz. You're listening to the R Deal podcast. Yep, I decided to go live today because I'm seeing some trends that I'm not feeling at all. So I apologize. I probably heard that in the background. I just turned it down because I just need to make sure I can see what I'm doing to make sure I'm doing it right. But hope everybody has a good morning. Definitely a great day because I'm about to have a good day. But I've noticed some unsettling trends. Now, you see the title of my show, Democrats. Why are you so afraid of Robert F. Kennedy Jr.? Like, I'm really curious about this. And the reason I'm so curious about this is because Democrats are putting the machine. They are fundraising with all this money. What I'm hearing is they fundraise a record of funds for that campaign. So they're using this campaign now, using this money to attack third-party candidates now. I haven't heard about this ever. Now we're doing it now. Okay, I get it. So why? The only third-party candidate that means anything right now is Robert F. Kennedy Jr., right? He used to be a Democrat, but he saw through the BS. A lot of people right now is seeing through the BS, right? Same thing with Republicans. Republicans see, some people do see through the BS. Then they just go away. They become independents. You know what's crazy? There's more independent voters out there now, Democrats and Republicans. Trust me, I'm one of them. I'm an independent. There's some good sides with both Democrats and Republicans, but they're too egotistical to work together, right? They only will work together when it benefits them, not benefit the people, we, the people, right? So I don't know what's going on in this world today. Like, this world is going crazier and crazier and crazier. Why don't you let the people decide? See, this is what I'm talking about, where I said let's have smaller government, because now the government, the Democratic Party, is trying to make you choose who you don't want to choose if you don't want to choose them. If you do, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool. Why are y'all trying to make people? Why? The least of two evils? No, thank you. Like, it's crazy to me. But I've noticed something. I was doing my research, right? I mean, I've really been doing my research, and I've noticed something, right? And I came across something, and I want to share this. It's not going to be no video or nothing like that, but I want to show this, and why I want to show this is because this might be why Democrats are afraid. Let's take a look. Favorability rating. And don't worry about if it's Fox News. Don't worry about all that. I'm not biased to any of it. I listen to all. I listen to all platforms. I listen to CNN. I listen to Fox News. The reason I do that is because, look, if I listen to just CNN, then I don't know what's going on the other side. If I listen to Fox News, then I don't know what's going on the other side. Because these news networks, and there's a lot. I'm just calling those two because those are the two popular ones. But most of these channels are, their mission and goal is to put butts in seats. And how do you put butts in seats? Drama, opinions. I want to talk crap about the next person. I guess that's what makes it work. It's people tuning in, but nah. I actually now watch News Nation, because for now, hopefully they don't change. But for now, right? They're straight down the middle. So I definitely appreciate that all day long. I appreciate that. I really do. know what I mean? I can respect that. Don't mind me. I'm just looking at something right now. Looking at who's watching. I got 2 people on. Hey, I'm brand new to this game, so I appreciate 1, 2, 20, 1,000. I appreciate you all. So definitely like and subscribe, man, because I'm just a normal person talking about crazy things. I don't have a loyalty to no party, and I won't. So I see why they're afraid of Mr. Kennedy. But why is that? Why is Kennedy have a higher favorability rating than Biden and Trump at the same time getting far fewer much fewer airtime than Biden or Trump? The only platform, actually kind of 2 platforms so far, but the main platform I've seen where, they actually give him a platform to talk is News Nation. Now, basically with Cuomo, he definitely put him on a few times, and I definitely appreciate that from him. Fox News even had him on. Matter of fact, if I actually play this, he's actually doing an interview. He's actually in an interview with Jesse Waters. So, what are we doing? What are we doing, Democrats? And the hypocritical, and let me tell you how hypocritical they are. Let me tell you. So they talk about Trump, and some is warranted. I get it. The dude don't know how to keep his mouth shut to save his life. I understand. But y'all talk about Trump because all these cases and all these allegations and all the stuff, right? But y'all hold a fundraiser yesterday in NYC, right? I think it was NYC. I believe so. At the same time, where it was a funeral for a slain officer. Yeah, Trump went to there, and I know they both are political moves. Let's call a spade a spade. They both are political moves. Here's the thing. You Democrats, you create a fundraiser, $1 million plus ticket. Y'all are so scared of a third-party candidate to where y'all have to get Obama and Clinton to join y'all, because they also know. They know that, you know what? Biden, you might not win this. So the party comes together. We are doing, fundraising. We are. Here's all this money. We're going to do with this money. I'm going to go ahead and launch these ad campaigns and do smear campaigns and everything like that, because they want to control your mind, ladies and gentlemen. They want to control your mind. So what you going to do? Right? Now, more about the hypocriticals. So they talk about Trump with all this madness, right? Who did they have perform in the fundraiser? Who did they have perform at their fundraiser? Maybe more, but who's one of them? Lizzo. Lizzo, right? So, oh boy. Lizzo going through something right now, some sexual harassment, racial and religious allegations. They were upheld by the judge in February of this year. So is this what you feel, Democrats, that we need to hear? Because I know the game. I studied this game. You want celebrities for your cause. You do. And you will pander to the black vote. You will pander to the black vote. From now to November. From now into November, it's just going to get worse. But then after you get your presidency, what do? I haven't seen nothing in the 3.5 years of you being president, Mr. Biden, President Biden. Because you made a whole bunch of promises, the campaign last time, and still didn't deliver. But you won't talk about you talk about Bidenomics, please. We all suffering right now. I can't even fill up my grocery cart. If I was to fill up my grocery cart, is probably $300. Trust me, I had to. I have kids. Got to feed the kids. Gas is higher. Cost of living is higher. Our wages are not are sitting there pennies at a time. But you won't talk about your politics. You won't talk about that. You will talk about January 6th. Because that's gonna, trust me, you're gonna see a lot of ads that's gonna talk about January 6th for Trump. I'm telling you now, just prepare for it. Because that is their goal. It's not their goal to talk about the successes of their policies. No, that's not their number one goal in life for Democrats. The Democratic Party number one goal is a smear campaign that whoever's going to face them. Because they know they can't win with just their policies. Because a lot of their policies failed. And the average human being is going through it. We are living it every day. I make pretty good money. But I see my money going a lot shorter than it used to be. And I think the majority of people feel the same way. So what do we need to do? Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to expand your mind. Don't be tunnel vision. Don't be sheep. Don't watch something and believe it 100%, because I'm going to tell you right now, there's always deception within some people when they talk. And they're good at it. I got to give them credit. They're good at it. They know how to play the game. And they know how to get to your mental, to your heartstrings, to your feelings. And right now, Democrats are going for your feelings. Now, let's not get it twisted. I'm not going to bash just Democrats because I'm not that person. So let's go to the Republican side. I don't know who's all watching, but I've been in politics for probably the last 20 years. But around 40-some years ago, right? Because this is what I see when I see the Republican strategy right now. Do you guys remember the Ronald Reagan, Michael Dukakis debates, presidential year? Right. A lot of people might not, it was the dad Bush and Dukakis, right? So Dukakis was getting some momentum. He was getting it in. He was about to be leading some polls. And Bush knew that. He's like, you know what? I'm going to attack you somehow. So let me tell you what happened. So of course, we have campaign ads, which is fine. It's awesome for the course. So there was a commercial where Republican commercial. Now, Dukakis was he was in Massachusetts, and at the time, the Massachusetts prison system had what's called a furlough program, right? So when, if you're eligible to be furloughed, that means you can leave the prison for the weekend, go to work or do what you need to do, and you got to come back, right? And I don't know if it was successful before. I have no idea because I never lived in that state. But there was a guy named William Horton. Yes, you probably will hear from those commercials as Willie Horton because they want to make the name like, ooh, fearful. So Willie, hey, Willie. So William Horton. He was a prisoner. He got furloughed, but he didn't come back. Unfortunately. He went ahead and committed a crime. He murdered someone and things like that. So the Republican Party, let me tell you what they did. Bush took advantage of the situation and created a campaign to where the caucus was soft on crime. And Willie Horton was their main piece. And what did that do? The caucus numbers went down. He was never able to recover. Why do I talk about that now? I've been noticing this for a month now, for a couple of months right now, or a month and a half. Laken Riley. Yeah, I can say her name. It's all good. You know, she got murdered by a legal immigrant. Look, I know there's PC terms, whatever. I call it how I see it. You didn't come in the country the correct way, then technically you're illegal. You are coming to this country illegally. So why is it hard to say illegal? Nah, people want to create PC terms for it now to soften the blow. No. Call it like it is, ladies and gentlemen. Call it like it is. So the legal immigrant murdered this young woman. Now, and I've seen this from day one. This will make me think about the Willie Horton situation because the Republicans are using that guy now as the next Willie Horton. They're using him as the next Willie Horton. They are using him to destroy Biden's numbers because of the immigration policies have failed. It failed. I'm not saying that because I don't like the guy. I don't care about him. I don't care about none of them. But what I see with my eyes and what's going on in this world today, it's just the truth. It's just the truth. So that's what Republicans are doing right now. And at the same time, you know what's funny to me? Laken Riley, right? No disrespect to her. She has nothing to do with any of this. And I'm just going to be brutally honest and brutally real because I know she wasn't the first and she wasn't the last. But it brings me up to something too. It brings me up to something that, you know, I am very curious about. You remember Nancy Grace? She used to be in HLN and talk about all these kidnappees and everything like that, but she only choose certain ones to grow her audience, right? Well, I think they're kind of doing that here. I don't know. There's a term, and I can't find this term because I used to hear it. Damsel in distress, something like that. And I'm not trying to be racial. Don't get it twisted. There's actually a term. And I can't find it. I'm sorry. I should have wrote it down. But I believe, and that's I'm looking for it now. So once I see it, I will say it. But I can see that happening because let's be real. If it was, and I hate to bring race into this, but if it was a black woman, same thing happened and everything, would it still receive the same coverage? Will it still receive the same coverage? I don't think so. I've seen examples of this too many times. But enough about that. Back to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. So y'all scared of him, right? Y'all scared of him. That's cool. Because he's a threat. He's a threat. See, he doesn't need to throw jabs at people to get recognized. He's doing it already through a grassroots campaign, through going on podcasts. I wish he joined mine, but I'm so small it won't even work. I'm not even a dot on the screen. But y'all afraid of him because he doesn't need to throw these jabs at people. He talks about what he wants to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? He wants to accomplish things. He does. You do. So you're going to ask me, so what are some of the things? What do you know? Who are you? Blah, blah, blah. I'm a voter. A registered voter. So what, right? See, I keep hearing the campaign about a healthy lifestyle. Kennedy wants to promote being healthy. You got to remember something. Kennedy is a dynasty. The Kennedys are a dynasty. He's part of the dynasty family, part of the Kennedys, right? Now, it's true. If you go back in the 60s and 70s, we was a healthier nation versus now. Now we sick as hell. We sickly as shit. Obesity is major in this country alone. Our life expectancy has been shrinking. We used to be one of the tops. Now we barely in the top 100. Why is that? We need to make things happen to where we can live longer and be healthier. And you know what that will do too? That will make healthcare that much cheaper. They don't have to shell money out to take care of your sick ass. Our sick asses. Right? So, yeah. I want us to be a healthy nation. He wants us to be a healthier nation. Nobody else is talking about that. Nobody else is talking about the actual things that we live in our life day by day. What are we doing? What else are y'all afraid of? Right now, the two main things now is the wars and illegal immigration. And maybe Bidenomics. But that's failing. But they're going to taunt it. Democrats will taunt Bidenomics like it's the end-all be-all. It sounds to me like when Reagan was talking about Reaganomics. God, it's familiar to me because they both didn't work. And and I said this a few times in my lifetime with presidential nominations. I wish we can be single for a while and not have a president for 4 years so we can find ourselves. But now I'm on a new term. We need a third party. Two-party systems don't work anymore. The two-party system's been so corrupted to where regardless of who you choose, they both win. You just don't see it. Don't be afraid, ladies and gentlemen, to go outside the box. I watched a guy, and I always do, and I don't care if he's dead for years and years and years, Bruce Lee, right? And he said something, I love it. Don't be so tunnel vision. Because while you be in tunnel vision, you would never see the rest of the world. You would never see the beautiful trees. You would never see the beautiful sky. If you so tunnel vision right here, how can you see everything else? And what I've noticed when people talk, they talk to keep you tunnel visioned. I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do. But all my advice is look at the whole world. but just not through a single lens. Because if you don't, you're going to get shackled even more, mind shackled. So what are y'all afraid of, Democrats? And of course, there's a lot more policies that, you know what I'm saying, he talks about. I don't have that long in the world to discuss everything. But if mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC, don't want to play or have Mr. Kennedy out there to speak, why not? Why? That just tells me right there that your agenda is not a fair or balanced agenda. If somebody y'all don't like, y'all will pretend they don't exist or smear them or bash them or talk shit about them. Yeah, they don't mean the same. Come on now. Now, I am not a fan of Fox News like that because they do the same, almost the same ish. And they put the fear monger on a whole other level. But at least, they gave Kennedy a platform. He's not a Republican. He's an independent. But at least they put him on a platform. And he is respected. Remember, Fox News is Trump news. Let's be real. But at least, yeah, they talk shit about Biden. Again, propaganda from each side. But at least they give it independent some time. To be real about it, if y'all have News Nation as your cable channel or however you watch TV, I want y'all to check out the News Nation channel. Check out News Nation around at nighttime, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Got some real good people on there. Chris Cuomo for one, Dan Abrams for another, Ashley Banfield for a third. And what I've noticed, even in the daytime, night, day, if I tune in this channel, guess what? They go straight down the middle. They talk about the left and they talk about the right. And guess what? They want you to decide. And that's how news channels should cover it, right? Of course, you're going to have your niche networks. Cool. But if you mainstream and you reach millions and millions of people, why not talk about news? The news, not opinions, man. It's all about opinions and how they feel. Who gives a fuck about how you feel? Talk about the facts and let the people who's watching you choose for themselves. We're not as dumb as y'all think. So Democrats, you already doing your thing by spending money for smear campaigns. So I know y'all not going to stop. But I hope it backfires. I hope when people see through this bullshit to where, wait, you saying this? Why? But what are you doing? I kind of wish people would wake up. Oh, they're going to take votes away from Democrats. Dumbass. He's going to take votes away from both. He's not going there to be a spoiler. He's going there to win. Come on. Y'all even try to minimize that. What the hell is wrong with y'all? This is not the Democratic Party I grew up with. Not even close. Man, listen. I hope Candy beat the brakes off y'all. And the Republicans. I want him to be our president of the United States because of all of this and because what he has to say. I want you guys to go into his page, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and listen to his message. Don't have me telling you what to do. I don't want to tell you what to do. I am not a cult leader, and I damn sure not a cult. But I want you guys to do the research. I want you guys to make your own decision versus having somebody hold your hand. We grown. Y'all not puppets, man. So why are you giving these parties puppet strings on you? I need you to think, people. Think. Think with this. And sometimes think with this. You know where your heart's at. You know somebody ain't doing right. You know somebody, a piece of work. It's okay to say, you know what? He's a cool person, but I gotta go with somebody else. It's okay to do that. It's a free country. Yeah, I know I'll be on a tangent, but I'm just seeing, all what's going on, and it kind of aggravates me. It aggravates me because I'm a minority, period, but I'm also a minority mind thinker because I don't sit there and think like everybody else think. I can't. I refuse. I've never been like that. I never had that cult mentality. That's why I'm not the biggest religion person in the world. But we're not going to talk about that because I don't feel like getting fussed out at this time. But we all need to do better. Remember, your joy is your job, not mine, not media, not political figures. It's you. So what are you going to do? Write down in the comments what will you do. I'm not telling you who to vote for. That's why I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to call bullshit. And a lot of what I see Democrats are doing right now is straight bullshit. Now, I did hear Trump now is starting to attack Kennedy Jr. I kind of heard about that now, but I'll talk about that when I actually see the proof. So I'm going to end it like this. Love one another. Take care of each other. Let's do the right thing. We all have some good common sense in us. Sometimes we just need to, refine it, right? So, this is Roji the Benz. Hat man. Yeah, the wife told me to wear a hat now. Which I'm okay with. Hey, my little caption has a hat, right? So why not? I just need the headphones next. Play the gimmick, right? I'm going to go ahead and play the gimmick. So this is my first live. I know ain't nobody in this mug but 2 people. But again, I appreciate you too. Love y'all to death. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. Just trying to grow, man. I'm trying to grow to, maybe start a revolution. Maybe. Till next time. Peace.